If Earth were to suddenly stop spinning, the consequences would be catastrophic and far-reaching, transforming our planet and the life it supports in unimaginable ways. The immediate effects would be dramatic, as the inertia of everything on the surface would cause a massive upheaval. Objects, people, and even the atmosphere itself would continue moving at the original rotational speed of the Earth, which at the equator is about 1,670 kilometers per hour. This would result in a colossal force that would throw everything not anchored down into the air, leading to widespread devastation. As the planet ceased its rotation, the oceans would respond violently. Water, which is not fixed to the Earth's surface, would surge towards the poles due to inertia, creating enormous tidal waves and flooding coastal regions. These waves could reach heights of hundreds of meters, inundating cities and obliterating coastal ecosystems. The sheer volume of water displaced would lead to a catastrophic reshaping of the planet's geography, as new coastlines formed and existing landmasses were submerged. The atmosphere would also react dramatically. With the Earth no longer spinning, the dynamics of wind patterns would be irrevocably altered. The Coriolis effect, responsible for the rotation of weather systems, would disappear. Instead of the familiar trade winds and cyclones, we would see an entirely new set of weather patterns emerge. The once stable climates of many regions would become erratic and extreme. Areas that were once temperate might experience scorching heat or freezing cold, as the sun's rays would no longer be evenly distributed. The relentless heat on one side of the planet would create an uninhabitable desert, while the other side, perpetually in darkness, would plunge into an eternal winter. The loss of the Earth's rotation would also have dire consequences for the planet's magnetic field. The dynamo effect, which generates the magnetic field through the movement of molten iron in the outer core, relies on the planet's rotation. Without it, the magnetic field could weaken or even disappear, exposing the surface to harmful solar radiation. This would have profound implications for life on Earth, as increased radiation levels could lead to higher rates of cancer, disrupt ecosystems, and endanger species that rely on the magnetic field for navigation. Day and night would take on a new meaning. With one side of the planet constantly facing the sun, temperatures would soar, while the opposite side would be plunged into darkness. The concept of a 24-hour day would vanish, replaced by a cycle of extreme conditions. Life as we know it would struggle to adapt to this relentless exposure to sunlight on one side and perpetual darkness on the other. Photosynthesis would be disrupted, leading to a collapse of food chains. Plants would die off, and with them, the herbivores that depend on them. Carnivores would follow suit, leading to a cascading effect through the entire ecosystem. Human civilization would face unprecedented challenges. The sudden upheaval would result in a massive loss of life, with billions of people displaced or killed outright by the initial forces unleashed. Those who survived would find themselves in a world where agriculture is nearly impossible. The loss of arable land and the collapse of ecosystems would lead to food shortages and famine. As societies struggled to adapt to the new reality, conflicts over resources would likely erupt, leading to social unrest and the breakdown of communities. The psychological toll on humanity would be profound. The familiar rhythms of life, dictated by the day-night cycle, would be shattered. People would experience disorientation and confusion as their circadian rhythms were thrown into chaos. Mental health issues could surge as individuals grapple with the loss of stability and the fear of an uncertain future. The very fabric of society would be tested as people struggle to find meaning and purpose in a world that no longer resembles the one they once knew. In the face of such overwhelming challenges, humanity would need to adapt and innovate. The survivors may turn to technology to find solutions to the new environmental conditions. Solar energy could become a primary source of power on the sunlit side of the planet, while geothermal energy might be harnessed in the dark regions. Communities would need to band together, sharing resources and knowledge to survive in this harsh new world. The resilience of the human spirit would be put to the test as people learn to navigate the complexities of life in a transformed environment. As time passes, some species may adapt to the new conditions, evolving in ways that allow them to survive in the extreme heat or cold. New ecosystems could emerge, populated by organisms that thrive in the altered environment. Life, in its many forms, has a remarkable ability to adapt, and while many species would go extinct, others would find a way to endure. The Earth, though irrevocably changed, would would not be devoid of life. The concept of time itself would undergo a transformation. Without the regular cycle of day and night, measuring time would become a challenge. Clocks would lose their relevance, and society might adopt new methods of marking the passage of time based on the sun's position or other celestial events. The human relationship with time, which has always been tied to the natural rhythms of the Earth, would need to be redefined in this new context. In the long term, the Earth would continue to evolve, albeit in a way that is vastly different from what we know today. The geological processes that shape the planet would still occur, albeit at a different pace. Over millions of years, the surface would be reshaped by erosion, volcanic activity, and tectonic movements, leading to a new configuration of continents and oceans. The remnants of human civilization might become buried beneath layers of sediment, a testament to a time when the Earth spun freely on its axis. The legacy of humanity would be a cautionary tale, a reminder of the fragility of our existence and the interconnectedness of all life. As future generations of life forms emerge, they may evolve in ways that reflect the lessons of the past. The Earth, in its quiet resilience, would continue to spin through the cosmos, a testament to the enduring nature of life and the relentless march of time. In this new reality, the concept of home would take on a new meaning. The survivors, having adapted to their harsh environment, would forge a new identity as inhabitants of a world that has been irrevocably altered. They would learn to appreciate the beauty of their surroundings, finding solace in the resilience of nature. Communities would come together, united by the shared experience of survival and the hope for a better future. Ultimately, the question of what would happen if Earth stopped spinning serves as a reminder of our place in the universe. It challenges us to consider the delicate balance that sustains life on our planet and the importance of stewardship. As we navigate the complexities of our existence, we must remain mindful of the interconnectedness of all things and the responsibility we bear to protect our home. The story of humanity is one of adaptation and resilience, and even in the face of unimaginable challenges, the spirit of survival endures. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video. Like and share if you find the content interesting. Turn on notifications to be the first to watch our latest uploads.